Greetings, programs. Welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews. So, bit of a more simple video today. I know last video was already a pretty simple figure, but we're going even simpler today. We're looking at a blast from my G1 Beast Machines. Little bit of preface here. Some of my absolute favorite Transformers ever created are the Beast Machines Viacons. I think I have all of the Viacons at this point. I'm not sure. I know I don't have any of the convention Strikers, but I've got, I think, the main ones they released actually back during the day. And one of the cooler ones, what we're looking at today, if I will actually shut up and show the plastic, basic class Obsidian. So, as you can see, Obsidian here is a little green and a little bit of blue vertical takeoff plane, sort of like an autonomous Harrier? Osprey. That's the plane I'm thinking of. So, he's got little adjustable angle propeller blades that are also kind of buzz saws. They don't spin the best, but there's a reason for that. We'll look at that in a bit. Keep those up here. You can see little molded missile pods, bigger missile pods, I'm guessing, machine gun, an actual face. We'll get back to that too. Little landing skid pseudo wheels, molded non-rolling actual wheels here, which do fold up if you want. You can adjust these little tail fins however you want. I do like to keep them kind of swept back like that. Now, this guy being a Viacon, he did sort of have the almost in-between mode where he was mostly vehicle, but a little bit of robot came out. This guy, it's very simple. Basically just extend the head a little bit. So now he can actually, look around while he's flying. It's very small, very subtle. You can also move the little gun here, but it's a nice little touch. The eyes for this mode are very well light piped. My lighting isn't very good at showing that at the moment. Again, still working out kinks, but it's a nice touch. It's a fun, good playability little feature, if we're going to be honest. And then, with these little weird propellers, you can see they're actually attached by little ball sockets here, and they are little friction missiles. The most insanely large, lethal friction missiles in any Transformer I've ever seen. So, that's pretty fun. Transformation on this guy, really, really simple, even for a basic class Beast Machines figure. Go ahead, put the head back up. I think at least we'll double check that part in a second. Bring these wheels all the way back. Bring the little fins back, get them kind of out of the way. Untab the very noticeable arms. As you see, there's little grooves right there on the side of the chest. Little tabs sticking out there. Then we're going to just take this whole assembly right here along these two gears and fold them together. And that will flip out his robot mode head. And what's cool with this guy is you can, right here, technically be done. Because as I recall in the show, he did have just sort of this, flight mode like this. Very similar to Jetstorm, I think its name was. So you can have him do this, but added for the toy, because the real, the in-show character didn't do this. Flip these forward. I find it also helps you flip these forward as well. Split this whole section, and now he can actually stand. And I guess I'm going to move these back to be heels because I am too lazy to do any proper posing to get him to stand correctly. And there you go. There you have Obsidian in his robot mode. One of them. So technically this guy, yes, 4 modes to him. Either legged robot, hover robot, the weird osprey drone thing, or give the thing a head. Anyway, yeah, really, really cool little bot. Nice bit of molded detail on the head, actually. Again, light piped eyes, because basically everything was light piped in Beast Machines. Part of why it's so great. Good range of posability on the head, because you've got the hinge back there, and then the ball joint under the head itself. So you can either bring the head up, have him look around, or just bring the head down and do whatever that is. If I remember right, this is a ball joint up here in his shoulder, though it is hindered because of the wings here. Again, this is still a ball joint. Pose it however you want it here. You've got a little hinge and then a ball joint here for the rest of the arm, so you get, elbow rotation, full range of bend there. If you're using these as legs, you've got a ball joint in the hip, so you can kick out, kick forward, kick back. We're not going to mention that. This guy does have some unfortunate transformation. 90-degree bend at the knee, toe articulation, and these little side pieces. Put them however you want. Do them like that for standing, whichever your choice. He's one of those figures that's really fun to mess with, because you can very, very quickly start just coming up with your own little fan modes for him. And here's the thing. I am a very, very much Beast Machines apologist, I guess you'd say. I'm never going to defend the show. I've tried to watch the show. I can't. It's too painful. Maybe the story's good. I don't know. I'm not even going to say the story's bad. I can't stand looking at the show. Mostly because I'm still offended that we didn't get the toy design of Tankor on the show. The toy design of Tankor was amazing. That should have been in the show. Anyway, but yeah, so a lot of people will kind of just completely overlook this guy because of the line he's in. As well as I've actually heard a few people say they do not want a single Beast Machines figure muddying up their collection. Well, for those people, there's an alternative. There's actually at least 2 other alternatives, but I only have one of them, because this figure was re-released during Robots in Disguise 2001. So, if you don't want the weird, green and blue thing going on here, you can instead have this much more militaristic tan camouflage, more of a yellow instead of the orange for the parts. Still does all the modes. Gonna go ahead and just straight transform him here. Transformation is pretty stiff on this guy. He's actually managed to hold up these, 20 years. But yeah, you get this other version of him that looks really, really awesome. Again, same head sculpt, same really nice molded detail all throughout, really. Little painted yellow missile blasters. As well as there was a 2-pack released in, I want to say, Universe, where you got a blue version of this guy along with like a green version of Tankor or something. So if you don't want Beast Machines, there are alternatives. Either way, I do very much recommend getting some version of this guy. And in fact, now that this video is done, this version of Obsidian is actually going to my buddy Shane. So, yeah, hope you enjoy this little guy as much as I have. But yeah, for me, it was all about getting the original Beast Machines version. This guy's gonna have a good home though, and yeah. Anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.